All right, I'm gonna see if I can document a little bit of backyard cleanup and trail building that I did. I've had pallets back here for quite a while. We have just a few leaves fall, which you'll see. So I had to clean up the leaves. Got out a leaf blower and broke 2 rakes trying to do it, but I managed to clean up that. And I also had these 2 long trees that had fallen down that I thought I could make into log skinnies, but I decided to make it into something else. So let's go take a look. So as you can see, the leaf piles are impressive. Here's one of my broken rakes. The other one also broke today. So let's just go and take a look at. I actually have built a trail back here in the past. I tried to leaf blow a little bit of, but I'm not really interested in the trail today. I'm mostly interested in the trial stuff. So I have a bunch of pallets. They're kind of mishmashed. Some of these are pretty bad. These are some of the slightly better pallets. I have it set up pretty low because I'm trying some up to front stuff, which is something that's a challenge for me to do at any height at all. So just like 3 pallets is just fine. I've built this up to 5 or 6 pallets. They're not super uniform, which is kind of annoying. The straps really help to make it a lot more solid, which is great. I do recommend some kind of straps. They're pretty cheap. A bunch of cinder blocks, a bunch of spare pallets. Kind of cleaned an area around it here, as you can see, so that hopefully there's enough room to play. You can, in theory, set up like 2 stacks of pallets and go from one to the other, but most of the time I just use this kind of like platform thing for stuff. So here's the new thing that I decided to build. So I had these long logs that actually fell from like a super straight tree that fell in my yard maybe 3 or 4 years ago. And I cut it up into pieces thinking I was going to try to make like skinnies out of them. And they just sat there doing nothing. So one of the problems is the yard's a little bit uneven, so they tend to rock. So I had the thought, and we'll see how well this works out. I had some of these like really small pallets that don't tend to be stable on their own, but have these nice kind of gaps in them. And what the deal is, I had some kind of like spare wood that I could pry in that I think makes this awfully stable. So it also will allow me to move it around. So I have them sort of like, pried in to give this stability. Seems to actually be pretty stable. And in theory, I can then, rotate these to make the distance between them a little further. And then the very top end, thin part, I decided to put in diagonally, which should, again, still allow me to adjust the distance of them, but also we'll see. I'll probably try this later today. I'm thinking, interesting gap to here, or bridging, rear wheel to front wheel, and having variable distance is always nice because you can practice, different length things. So I should be able to move it around a little bit to adjust the sizes of the gaps. This is attached with this enormous lag bolt, or actually, which I just sledgehammered in. So I've got one of those on either end. The nice side of having this old playground structure that I've like repurposed for the big bolts and whatnot. I think this is pretty sturdy. Hopefully having it off the ground will keep it from like rotting a lot more. It's kind of been, you can see the rot that's occurred with this one that's just been sitting on the ground forever. But maybe that'll try, and we'll see. I don't know. Seems plausible that I can maybe hop from one to another and make the distance further. So maybe I'll try to play with that a little later today. And then these are some old things that I've just built that I'm not sure where I will put into the mix. In theory, I suppose I can move the pallets over here to make one more continuous structure, or maybe try to move some of these things in between as a set of obstacles to try to bridge between stuff. So we'll see. I'll probably try to make so this is my build video. I'll try to see if I can make a ride video later today. Should have time this afternoon to ride if I'm not too tired.